Am I the a-hole for refusing to go on a vacation with my morbidly obese mother-in-law? Me and my wife of nearly 2 years. We had planned a vacation to a town about 800 kilometers away and decided to meet her parents at the hotel on the day of the arrival. The itinerary was for 4 days and I had booked and put down advancements for everything from the hotel to the local transportation, private waterfalls and a bunch of other activities for those 4 days. My wife's mother has been morbidly obese for 15 years, for her height, 5'2" inches, and weighs about 230 pounds and she can barely walk half a step at a time. We have been telling her to reduce some weight and do some physical activity that she can do like walking, stretching and so on. Also to cut down on calorie intake as she keeps munching on snacks like chips and chocolates. The excuse she gives is that she's diabetic and would get dizzy if she doesn't eat any of those. This would turn into huge arguments, even with her husband, and she would not improve her lifestyle and keep eating things. She always requires one person to be with her for support and to get in and out of cars and such. Yesterday when we had already reached the hotel and somehow while getting into their cab, she fell down on her bum and broke her hip. We rushed her to the nearest clinic to get first aid and some emergency scans which proved that she indeed broke her hip. Getting her into the ambulance was itself difficult as it took 4 people just to lift her from the ground and onto the stretcher. We couldn't get anything more than first aid at that place since it was just a small village and she needed immediate care for the broken bone. So we ditched all the plans, hired an exorbitantly priced ambulance, loaded her and all our luggage and traveled back to their place to admit her to a hospital. We, of course, lost most of our reservation costs, ticket costs and everything, and add to that the first aid, ambulance and hospital related charges where we are waiting for a surgery. I was initially involved in getting her to a good hospital, but when my wife brought up this trip and how we can plan one more when her mother is alright, I told her I'm not going anywhere with her mother until she turns her life around, reduces a bunch of weight and stops being a burden for everyone around her. She told me I'm an a-hole for saying this and her mother is only fat because of medical complications, which is frankly BS because even the attending orthopedic doctor told her in a subtle way that this could have been avoided if she was 20 kilograms lighter. I was royally pissed on losing my vacation time along with a bunch of money I had been saving up for, while also being a physical burden because we had to travel in a cramped ambulance for 12 hours on bad roads.